father of legibility, malfunctioning equipment, elections coordinating media, starting up by signals in voters, erase tax payment constraints. Liberian Revenue Authority launches the Liberian Integrated Tax Administration. 520-kilogram cocaine case links Brazilian boss to the government. US 100 million drug dealer, friend to government officials. Defendant Malin Conte explained that Gustavo's help was to provide frozen food like chicken wings and ties for this friend in the government so that said food can be used for campaign purposes. You're fronting up. Supreme Court's ruling against embattled Liberty Party political leader could reduce our chances of being selected as Joseph Nyimamboike's running mate. Setback for Nyombli, that's the question. It says, and when the Unity Party in July 2022 nominated Ambassador Joseph Nyimamboike on the white ballot as its standard bearer to launch a reinvigorated campaign, Anga Lawrence was touted as the favorite running mate for the ex-VP. But nearly 10 months later, many are of the opinion that the embattled LP political leaders' chances to be chosen have diminished, thanks to an acrimonious internal wrangling that has disintegrated her party and the recent defeat to Chairman Musa's ability at the Supreme Court of Liberia. That made it worse. The back page. Well, nothing on the back page except for Rosia launch on Saturday, 2 o'clock, Belasa. The book that at $3. And you happy and you get your ticket. That's what we do for us. That just the promotion of the book. Councillor Tiawan Gongloe was in the southeast visiting the people of Grand Crew in the southeastern part of Liberia, where the people receptive because they get their own. So why did he go there? Sort of a zone that belongs to President George Weah, where the citizen receptive, can he, based on what he saw, defeat George Weah in his own backyard? That's our topic. Good morning, my friend and my brother.
Good morning.
So you went to Grand Crew?
Did I went to Dire Southeast Life? Don't you mean me to Grand Crew just because you're from Grand Crew?
Yes, I'm from Grand Crew.
I went to Grand Jeddah, River G, Grand Crew, Sino, Maryland, and then I went through Nimba and came through Grand Bassa, through Sestos. River says, which is, depending on where you sit, could be considered southeast, but I think it's the boundary between southeast.
We claim it.
You claim southeast. All right.
Okay.
So your guy says.
So what was the reception like?
It was great, beyond expectation.
What did you experience? Let's start on the road. Let's start on the road.
Oh, terrible! As soon as you leave Tapeta, you're in a totally neglected part of Liberia. To even reach Blood normally 20 minutes from Tapeta. It took us nearly 2 hours to pass Blood mud on the road. And 2 weeks ago, two weeks ago was dry season. It took us nearly 2 hours to reach Blood.
And the rainy season has not begun yet.
No. Then to get to the Sestos River, nearly 3 hours. To show the enthusiasm and the urge for a new beginning, or a change of the Liberia story. Over 5 motorcyclists came to receive us at the Sestos River.
You couldn't use your car?
No. I mean, we had our cars, but they came to receive us, to carry us to Town. And normally from the bridge, Sisters River Bridge to Total would be maybe an hour. It took us like 2 to 3 hours. And it even
the road is that bad?
yeah, very bad. And it was raining a little bit. The young people was there is a possibility for fresh air in governance. So they took us to Total. We got there with the pepper, just pepper all over the place, and people were so happy. They came to the hall. We met them, and they were enthusiastic about our message. Our message is so clear.
What from the others? People depressed, people hungry, people enthusiastic.
Just from Total, the level of neglect, and maybe I should agitate to it, reckless disregard for the welfare of the people is just shown in their faces, because the southeastern part of Liberia nearly voted for the CDC in the 2017 election almost 100%. And they expected that this government will relieve from them. In November last year, people were paying $30,000 to $40,000 per person on motorbike from Zwedru to Ganta in November last year during the rainy season.
$40,000?
40,000 Liberian dollars. So with the level of poverty there, it is punitive. I said they have done something to this government. They feel extremely neglected. So that's all we heard in Total. And I told Total, help is on the way. I'm here to change Liberia's story. The things that happened before that were good should be maintained by this government. When you and I were growing up, there were public work yards in all of the counties. All of the counties. The roads were not paved, but
they were rideable.
T-Max in 1979, I went on the Christian Student Association thing to Fatima and
Fatima and Harper
and St. Francis.
St. Francis.
I mentioned St. Francis. Peace be to his ashes. One of the alumni, Francis Night, Professor Kia.
Okay.
Kia. He was a pharmacist and teaching in the School of Pharmacy at the University Library. But I remember when I finished my work there, I got on a taxi, I think it was in July, rainy season, in Harper. I think it's Green Street or something like that. Took taxi from there 6 o'clock. By 9 o'clock the same day, I was in Monrovia. It can't happen now. Look, just started in Grand Judah. I'm talking about Nimba. When we finish, because you talk about the road condition, to leave from Guainta to Zaita, that 10-minute road, we saw cars that it was stuck in the mud, trucks and tankers that have been there for 1 week. We took the risk of bypassing at the bank of the road. We all left, all members of my delegation left the 3 cars that we carried and told the driver because they could have fallen over. So each of the drivers managed to take it over. They were careful.
Then you walk behind the car.
Then we walk ahead and waited for them. Then we thought that was it. Hey, we went to Babla Town because I go off the main road that Edmond Babla and these other a lot of people from that town. Oh, Charles Julius from that town. General Charles Julius. I went to that and say I was the first presidential aspirant to ever go to that town. From there, and the road, even off the main road, was bad. One of our cars left behind. It was damaged because we had to go to Tucson. And because of that, we reached Tucson around 7 o'clock. And the people in Tucson,
7 o'clock in the evening.
They received us with high level enthusiasm, unexpected enthusiasm. We had slept in Postown. I have an adopted town in Grand Judah called Postown. In 2009, they named me Pulliam because under Kofi Wool's administration, the Ministry of Labor, built 2 bridges in the town to connect the 3 sections of the town. And I said, I want to go and dedicate it. I dedicated it 2 days. They say, you're from Nimba, you're man, you don't get soldiers behind you. You can't sleep among crown people in 2009. You have stimulated the reconciliation process between Nimba and Grand Judah, and you bring in the unity we had before. So they went behind the horse, and Chris Bailey, the superintendent then, and the oldest man came and said, "We have a name for you. Your name is Puliyo." I said, "What is the meaning of that?" They said, "Savior, liberator." I said, "Why?" I said, "Because you are rescue a relationship, you restore the relationship." So I go there all the time. Even when my father died in 2015, the people from Post brought goods. They came to Banquet that is near Cllr and took the bush road. It's about 2 hours from the main road to that remote town called Glaze. They came to our shack with 2 goats, a male goat and a female goat, and say, "We don't want you to kill this goat. We want the goats to multiply so they can be a symbol of the relationship that are being established by your son. Your son is from Port and you're born in, but he's from Portstown." So I'm a son of Portstown. They adopted me and adopted them when we are together. So I slept in Portstown. The next day we had a program, and then I sat on the road. I got to, even though Zwedru is like maybe 25 minutes away from Portstown, but by the time I got to Bablota and all those places, I reached Tucson late. They said to me, everybody was waiting for me. They were enthusiastic. Everything I said, they like it. Because I talk about pregnant women going to hospital free of charge, children under the age of 5 going to hospital.
Under your administration?
Under my administration. All Liberians 65 years or up, so you and myself will benefit, will go to all government hospitals and clean them free of charge. And children from kindergarten to 12 will go to charge. Illiteracy in 2 years by giving stipend to junior high, senior high, and college students to teach people after school at least 10 illiterate people every day. And we think with that in 2 years we will eliminate illiteracy, employ college graduates full time to be deployed in the town that don't have schools. So I have it all in my mind and say we have to establish free trade schools for all the motorbikes and taking go. That the only 2 things the young men are doing, so that they can be mechanics, carpenters, electricians, tailors, to sit down in a town and make money even if they don't have job. That's what Ghanaians, all the people are doing for their youth. It is the responsibility.
Technical education.
Yes, it is the responsibility of the government of Liberia as a mandate under Article 6 of the Constitution for the government to educate Liberian children. So what I'm saying is not new. And I say I will improve, I will make government hospital and clinic number 1 in the country. Because President Gongloe will go to Berwan Clinic, surprisingly, in Grand Cru. And then I'm sure the city mayor is listening to me. And then when I say I came for full medical check, Mr. President, A not here, B not here, C not here. I fired the head of the clinic because before going out as the Minister of Finance, have you dispersed? Yeah, we dispersed 2 months ago. Correct. Said this is not here. I fire you, send you to police for investigation to account for the thing that.
Let's go back to Grant.
So then, but I want to talk about the worst experience I had on the road. Kilipo can weekend. But I want to say to the people listening to me, I want to thank the people of Tucson. The home of Samuel Doe, I slept there. When I had my event, I said, "You will sleep here."
With all the harassment we gave Samuel Doe, you stayed.
I slept there, and they danced the whole night. Nobody slept. Dr. Jipley and others on my delegation didn't sleep. And then they cooked for us. Everybody ate food left over. We had the best treatment on the whole trip in Zwedru.
So the economy in Zwedru is working.
This is good. The manager not far from Ivory Coast too.
Yeah, okay.
But they were very good to us, and it means that the people of Liberia are ready for reconciliation and unity. They only need leadership in that process, and I show it. And appreciate that. But between Kilipo Kanweken, that road, you be on that road. From Kilipo Kanweken to Gwepo Kanweken, that when the road that is, I finished my event in Kilipo Kanweken. The people in Gwepo Kanweken, I finished 5 o'clock. They were waiting for me at 6 o'clock. And I sent the motorcyclists ahead. They called the people waiting for you. I didn't know there was a mud ahead. Oh, when we reached our mud around 5:15, I took off my trousers, I took off my shoes, walk in that mud up to my knee.
Walk up all the way to your knees?
Yeah. Caterpillars, what do you call it? Tanks. I came by, I told Siaka Ture, I said, I saw one of your tankers in the mud. Aminata, in the mud. There's several trucks. even Toyota Land Cruiser Jeeps hitched in the mud. So our 3 cars couldn't go. I said that the worst experience because when I walked and went across, I thought that in short time, maybe we sent word to people will come in. We did not arrive there until 1 a.m. in the morning for a 30-minute distance.
Wow.
I am telling you, everybody was sleeping. But when we crossed, I waited. 9 o'clock, usually I go to bed because I woke up 2 o'clock every day. And by 9:30, I started feeling sleepy. You should never say never. I will never do this. Me, living in a good house in here, I pick leaves, those wild leaves, put them on the ground, and started sleeping. I started sleeping. It was around 12:30 that a young man sitting here came and said, "Daddy, the cars are out of the mud." And I said, "I was my in the mud." But the pickup was so loaded going to Cape Palmas. So to haul that pickup before we gave up, it came out, but before we gave up, I spent $1,000 to fix it. But when I lined that T-Mac, I said, so when you have barrow, it undermines peace and security. Because Ivory Coast attack on I will move troops and they'll defeat us right at the border. And I say, you can have the fastest moving ambulance from Kilipo come to the big clinic in Bepo weekend. The same person will die right at this mud after spending 8 hours there. And you could have a big planting farm in Webo or even in Kaloke. And you say, I carry my planting to Monrovia. You full man or so give me money to charter one truck because I will say I'm going to go by truck. I will make 2 times more than the money. I will pay your money. You come to between Bebo Kanweke and Kilipo Kanweke, you stay there 10 to home. And the people received me, all the officials and others endorsed me. I carry one of their sons. I say, you see, this young man is with me. We're on this trail. Maybe he'll be president one day. Yeah, mother started crying because you know the condition. People come here, they don't go back soon because of the road condition. When we left there, I called Wisa Blama. I said, Wisa, I just came from your home and the poor really support me. He said, oh, my man, you went to my home, you won't tell me. I said, I didn't need to tell you. Free movement, Liberia is a free country. But really enjoy trip. And when
that's the holiday of Southeast.
That
which we're not enjoying. You
don't even tell me that.
That which we're not.
You went to Secular Central, I will take care. You don't even try here. Don't express anything to you, I beg you. And you were in
mirrors, the student community.
Yeah, but things were good. Yeah, you enjoy. You want me to tell you the poor about your girlfriend thing, the way the number. Oh, okay.
I know. I know how the girlfriend.
You don't. What? Our people are hospitable all the way. Handsome man like you going to school. Look at you now, younger that time. I mean, your wife and I girlfriend, you were a student that time. But I mean, I am saying that. So we get to Grand Crew, and you know normally from Grand Crew, there should be a road to Sino.
Yes.
No way, that road is impossible. So we came back to the same bad mud. Luckily,
there was no bypass to you had to come back the regular the same route.
Oh, we came back through the mud. Fortunately, sun had been shining for like 3 days. And
so the mud got kicked a little bit.
Right. And the shovels, because we carry 2 shovels. Other people carry shovels. People had dug out the mud a little bit. We came back, my Toyota Land Cruiser Jeep got hitched in the mud. Somebody got a private Caterpillar that you get him smart in there, front end loader. That you haul the Toyota Land Cruiser Jeep out of that mud because when it's muddy and watery, it's easy. When the mud started getting hard now, it was tough for the Toyota Land Cruiser Jeep, and it had to be hauled out. 2 of the cars were hauled by the Caterpillar. Then we got so that how we came all the way back to Kilibo Kanwe again. No, beyond Kilibo Kanwe again to Putu Tiamatan. When you come from Putu Tiamatan, you go to George Bulletin Town, that little Putu area. So for us to go take the Sapo National Forest Road to get to Sano. You see how expensive it is? Come all the way back. That's how we got to Sano. So we went to Pinestown. I chose some of the places deliberately to see. And I mentioned the name. I said, I've been to Samuel Doe Town in Sano. Let me go to General Wessien's town. In fact, the mayor was beating drum, saying, I'm Wessien's younger brother when I mentioned Wessien's name. They received me. They established a structure in that town to support my campaign. They say, except for Charles Bromsky, who came here in 2005, no other presidential aspirant had come here. You are. So and then I went to Dwazon.
Given that, we're going to given that sort of
negligence. Use the word.
Picture. I mean, that kind of picture that's been painted. You become president tomorrow. In the first 100 days, look at where you've been through. What would be that number one item on the
list? Going around thinking. I said they should be the standard of campaigning. Go to the people. I have gone to 301 towns in 13 counties.
Wow.
Including Georgia Mother Home. I've been to Georgia Mother Home and Pound.
Where is that? It's in
a mother home is in River Says. Pakwai Town is across the river. The river, okay, so Chester City is like Brewerville, and the Pakwai Town is like Fender. Go upstream. I went there, the old man said, why got you brave? So everybody said, Niji in the river. Our official of government from the country don't come here. Then he told me, do you know that animal born here that President we are Manhattan, but he had never been here because there's no other way to get there except to go upstream from Chester City. My answer was swift. I want to be president for everyone, including the poor across the river. And there is no risk too big for me to take for trying to become president of Liberia. I'm happy that I came here. If I didn't know your condition, then how will I solve it tomorrow? There's a makeshift school there, built with sticks. And I'm calling upon George, we are on the river. People will tell him, let him go and make my Annie people feel that their daughter born president. Let him go and change their school. He can do it.
So the old structure, they stay there?
Yeah, they go to school there, no way. The the condition is really tough. That's the only place where I received Cllr, and then they also give me dry crawfish. I was sitting there eating it. But the people are so hospitable. When the old man was telling me that this is President William's mother tongue, he looked at me, his eyes were teary, as if they expected at least that kind of. And there should be no problem for president. You can actually get a very good motorized boat. I went to ask him, I want to come find thinking because it took us 35 minutes because it's machine, right? But if you go in the road, they won't want that 4 hours. Oh, because so I think it would just be good before he leaves power, because he's not going to go second term. Before he leaves power, let him go to the people and make that history. Yeah.
Let's take our break, and when we come back, call us on those numbers on 07777 You'll be live on 5050 on Sky. 101 Tiawan Gongloe was in the southeastern part of Liberia. Visit the people. You said the people were very, very receptive and hospitable as usual. Does that give any sign that the people will neglect their own and vote him as president of Liberia? Right after the break.
After being in the business more than 20 years, make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has all sizes of quality tires. We also have the efficient and luxurious Uptown Garage also have a state-of-the-art 2023 upgraded diagnoser that can easily detect and fix any problem with your car. Is your car having any electrical problem? Or is it the air conditioner? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician who is up to the task of programming and solving all electrical problems on your car. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Street with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street. We also have our garage and showroom at Rehab for original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly. Come to Uptown Garage. We'll give you 1 month warranty. Uptown Garage also have a tow truck that can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage headquarters on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned business, is here to put a smile on your face.
Don't you waste your time any longer going to the bank for local transfers, mini statements, checking balances, paying bills, as well as school fees and many more. Because all of these services are right on the EcoBank mobile app, available in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Non-internet users can also dial *326# and enjoy all of these services on their message from EcoBank, the Pan African Bank.
This is a mission that we already accomplished.
Thank you very much. We're back on 5050 on Sky. 107. Our special studio guest is Councillor Tiawan Gongloe, presidential aspirant on the ticket of the Liberian People's Party for the 2023 general and presidential elections. He just visited the southeastern part of Liberia, and principally went to ground crew, and he enjoyed, according to him, the sort of incomparable hospitality that you've done to see anywhere. Though we are involved, but we hospitable people that he enjoyed that. For you compare that hospitality to that of Nimba. I was in Nimba for years. I was in St. Mary's, Carroll High, and hospitality. Yeah, so that's when I met Tiawan before we became best of friends. So call me on 0777 107. You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107. Better still call us on 0777 221 223. Those numbers are pinned on our Facebook, Sky Communications Liberia. Do you have a call on the line? Before the caller comes in, let's there's a new talk in town. Or should I say declared residential aspirants. Okay, let's go to the line. Talk to our first caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to your speaker.
My brother, what's your name, please?
I'm Amos.
Go ahead, Amos.
Yeah, first of all, let me tell the brother your government to
Speak louder.
They didn't talk and I even hearing nothing.
I said,
Uh-huh.
well, let me give a big thanks to the brother or the honorable man for his visit to see in the county. Getting me now?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, he has said a lot of good things. You know that if he becomes the president, you know that this thing will happen. My brother is with you. You know, those things, we are getting tired with all these things. People have come and get in power, and they got a whole lot of shit to tell us. But at the end, when we go there and we are working in things totally.
For example, for example.
Things to us in Liberia.
For example.
For example, when President Weah was coming into power, he told the Liberian people that there was a hope for change. And you see what the honorable man is saying, those countries is very sophisticated, the condition of the road. Even as I speak to you right now, I have someone from Yahoo alone who is a vice president convoy that went for a tour within the Southeast. The brother called me and said the city is facing a difficult tough time to get back to the city due to the road conditions. You see, so he's not lying. So we expected the particular hope for change from President Weah, and now yes, the hope for change is for themselves, not for the Liberian people. So this country, it is only God. So if the environment is saying that, for me, I'm enjoying a lot.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number 0777 live on 5050 on Sky 107.1 FM. Your studio guest is Tiawan Gongloe, presidential aspirant under the banner of the Liberian People's Party. Just visited the southeastern part, enjoyed himself, has a huge experience.
Hello.
First-hand information, first-hand contact with the people there. Let's go back to line 5. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name?
And good morning to Honorable Tiawan Gongloe. Way.
Morning. No, I'm not Way. I'm Gongloe. My sister is married to Way. So yeah, because she's popular, either Gongloe Way. I'm not Gongloe Way. You don't do it. You'll give my brother-in-law name to me.
Okay, thank you for the call. You know, I'm Tapper, and I call you from Central Town this morning. You said it right, and you have said it all. But I have a question. Please, I want you to answer this question. You are from the Progressive. One of the four comrades from the Progressive once supported this government. And we all know the intent of the Progressive. We know what the Progressive stands for. Now, this government gone contrary to the objective of the Progressive. Now, can you, in any way, join the opposition partners to see how best, like we're all saying that this government has served, yes, but they need to go and rest. Can you join the opposition group to see how best we can all unseat this government one term?
Thank you very much.
That's my question.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number 0777 You'll be live on 5050 on Sky 107. Let's go back to line 3. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name, please?
Let me say good morning to Councilor Gongloe. My name is Ati, and I joined the conversation from the State Committee there. Let me appreciate the councillor for all the elaboration on it. You know, I have a question for Mr. Gongloe. Mr. Gongloe, you have visited the entire country, and I want to know from your visit, what did you see there within that country? And one of the things that you spoke spoke about concerning corruption. What would be your implementation if elected as president of this country? And what law would you impose on what punishment would you give them to this corruption that you are suspecting?
Seven line 2 column. Morning, my brother from?
My name is Manuel Boa. I'm calling you from Norway.
From Norway. I'm so clear. Very, very loud and clear. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I just wanted to ask Councillor Gongloe. First of all, I want to appreciate the fact that people like him are stepping forward to do something about the situation in Liberia. But my concern is he intends to fight corruption.
Okay, that's a good question. Thank you very much. Call me on that. No, don't 777 you'll be live from 50/50 on Sky. Let's go back to line 1. Talk to our next caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. We simply lost that caller. Call me on that number again. 7. Let's go back to line 4. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
I'm Carter, and I'm part of the campaign. But I'm the head of media and propaganda.
So what do I expect from you? Something positive.
Well,
nothing but flattering. Gongloe is good. Gongloe will be the savior of forgotten Liberia. That's what I expect from you. You're not being neutral.
I get a mention.
So why not? Notwithstanding, I mean, I am a person that also sees the other side of the story, especially as a journalist. Notwithstanding, I like to say that the fact that Councillor Gongloe has been through our beautiful region, which means the Southeast, to see, the difficult conditions our people are in. When we were going the first place, as he's mentioned already.
Why you had that impression? We are not a violent person. So what violent?
I said the people of the by them, he was voted for heavily there. So somebody who is a major contender in this pool, in this election, going to the Southeast, we are, purportedly have a stronghold. We thought we were not going to be accepted. But let me say, from all the way to Sino, to Boa Chicken, I mean, I'm doing the cycle like this. Councillor Gongloe was accepted, and in fact, he got the last name that I can remember now called Mowabe, something like that from a place called ITR. So he has gotten so many nicknames because of the acceptability on the part of the people. Thank you for hosting him all the time. To attention, our has never been between people weekend, people weekend. The 30-minute drive, we spent 5, 6, 7 hours. Got at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then the next day, early morning 1, before we hit Republican weekend.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So you stay there. You call me on 077 777 or call me on 077. Good morning. Kimia, good morning. Walk away from the radio.
Yeah, not mind for the echo.
Yeah, your water weapon. I'm still experiencing
Gongloe
that.
has said it all. I think the Nigerian proverb is, if you are a leader, your village does not have a road. Because of you, you should build a road there. If you never have a clinic, you should build a clinic there. Let's get back to the top of years. He has found to market roads. And this has made Liberia on a map because we have BCADP, NCRDP, LCADP, and agriculture program across the country, linking them to colleges. But the overachieve came and said they want a coastal highway. Ellie had them up to Baza. Couldn't they build a coastal highway from Baza to the next county and to the next county? But when road funds are there, taking road funds, somewhere theater money is taking it and paying with us. So these are things that baffle us. We don't have good cleaners, we don't have good roads, we don't work for these that paying them. I think we let this go and run up. And then we come to Gongloe. We welcome you so much for what you are doing, and we have to speak Liberia. So vote right, let it money eaters go. Thank you very much.
How you call it money eaters? Call me at number 717. You be live from 50 on Sky 107. Let's go to line 4. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Morning to your fellow guests.
Ba, how you standing so?
Hi, Sammy Stop.
Yeah, ba. Get us some hungry.
Oh, ready?
Yeah.
Yes, please, man. To start my day, you know.
Huh?
Yeah, to start the day.
Oh, to start your day.
To say something. You were saying something to start your day.
I just want to extend thanks to fellow guests.
Mm-hmm.
We explained the situation in the southeast, and to be very fair, the southeast have been neglected from time to time. My concept is that after Gongloe, why you people can come together as a political leader to have a strong pull, you know, so this man is an incumbent. And the fact of me is that history have not shown that incumbent can.
That's not true.
That's
not true.
Yeah,
that's not true. That's not true. No.
I sent a book on
right here next to Ghana.
I said Liberia.
Oh, okay.
You follow this story. And also, because it's difficult for opposition, to come together. The history has proved that if opposition have come together and fight a government or to make the content, it's difficult. So if this happens, that President William will be a one-step, the opposition will prove this wrong. But it's difficult because he's an incumbent and he has all the resources. He will do everything to make things success. So if, before I conclude, my effort to come from Gongloe, not to make the political parties get together as a team to battle this, president.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That
was our last caller. But before you answer that question, there's one fundamental question with this this vice president thing. Knowing very well was streets asking for the opposition force were asking. You said you might brag to us president, come president. Some people have a different view on that. That we all political parties. Line, I think we feel. Want me to? One more call. You want to get? Let's get call before we back. Good morning. That's the women thing. President, we gotta go by the time. That female cannot come in. So next time, please tell to call as early as possible.
Yes.
This vice president thing, Balu had a thought. Some people say it was politically was unthinkable with it. If that was the weight of the Liberian protest, there should be some marketing thing to go to do that. When you name your vice president, or amongst you people who can.
But let me say this, and I will deal with that with the two questions that were asked about collaboration. Somebody actually answered and said in the second round, they played from 2005. They had all been collaboration in the second round.
Yes, never won.
Yeah, never.
Ellen Crawford. You can remember in our days when Ellen Crawford
term.
Never had that.
Yeah, 2005, Ellie and Georgia with the two front runners.
No, I'm not talking about that. In the spirit of collaboration,
we never had it.
We've never had it.
We've never had it from 1985. We never had it. So, and the timing right now, let's be practical about it, because your role is to educate the public. For example, I'm not an independent candidate. If I'm an independent candidate,
it's a different ballgame,
right?
Altogether.
But the political party now has, given the time, so many people have kind of want to be senatorial candidates. They want to be representative candidates
on the party's
ticket. So you're not talking alone now.
You're not yourself.
So
again.
So when you have time, there can be horse trading. Party A that you collaborate with and say, look, I have an incumbent senator, so don't go
chin.
Yeah,
don't put somebody against him.
Go to the other candidate that we don't have a senator who will support you. Then you'll support each other. We has now electoral districts, so you could divide and say, look, you take district 1, I take district 3, you take district 4, you take this, and you agree, because you put and campaign for each other's. But now, if Cummings and Bwaka, for example, let's say they agree to be on a ticket, they will have difficulties, because you need the.
What's about you and Cummings?
Because timing. Right now, I'm here, Cummings in America. By the time you come, I'll probably be going to America or going somewhere else. We just don't have the luxury of time now
to sit down
and do all that horse trading and say, let's not go against each other. You go this way, you go, we don't have that time. It's just being practical. Because when you do all that coalition, you can even sit down and write paper on how you structure the government and how you remove people. You take somebody from my party and make the party finance, you won't find, we let know the party worked on. Nobody had the time, except for people like the other party group, we join your,
So you know what Balu's formula was something that impracticable.
It is if you look at it practically.
Technically,
you
don't have the luxury.
It's like a dream, but it's elusive and not.
It's elusive.
It's not achievable.
Okay,
so I think the person who suggested that person is occurring with Liberian policy. I hope that in the second round, the opposition can coalesce to make sure that this party does not,
So in other words, if you don't make it to the second round, will you publicly announce your support to the opposition?
Of course. But I'm going to win because clearly, but I would definitely an opposition person, because I'm on the opposition side.
Okay.
Yesterday in Ghana, there was a poll. Gongloe, okay, you said I'm a candidate. I think this is 37 or 17, whatever the president said. Bwaka is 7. George, we have 4. Cummings 0.
George, we have 4.
Yeah, Cummings 0. So all that money that I spent in Nimba is for nothing. Honorable Samuel Koga was right and has been consistent with that. He said if Gongloe Peja appears on the ballot, you'll forget it. Nimba will vote for him. And they show you.
But you got two Nibais. You got Kun. Are you looking at Kun as being originally crew?
No, we're not looking at him. We got tradition in him. That's my nephew. If you go and advise somebody a different name, but you can't go against your uncle. He knows the tradition. So that one, the elders will tell him. Yeah, that's why his name was not even mentioned yesterday in the poll. We supported. I mean, the people in Nimba supported and be senator.
In your political life, as is gone tribal and traditional.
It is. There are always tribal elements. There's no question about that. Like Samuel Koga is very good on that. He say when I ask him, so why your Nimba will support Gongloe? He say, ask local people what. Swaka, as grandpas, what is this support from C? So there is an you want to support family. So I know why even that is worse. No. I mean, he has treated them very bad. Look at Kwapukat. I mean, Pakweta will not vote for him because people laughing at them and say, the president man from your village, look how he's looking. How you think the poor, I said, oh, man, talking to me with tears in your eyes. Now I hear CC officials saying that, but they are increasing about $9 million Liberian dollar to each of the countries. The interest, I mean, the exchange rate is going to jack up.
What we about corruption?
Because corruption. I have a 12-count prescription for corruption. I want you to invite me so we can just talk about the prescription for corruption. But I can easily,
because what I'm hearing,
but I can easily that I have said it. No candidate has said that as president, my salary and benefit, my asset values would be on the internet. And I will require that all officials.
What the people who are deemed to be corrupt, how will you
we will prosecute them. And I don't want to prosecute the former officials of government on the interim government. And I know about prosecution of people who violate the law. Our Solicitor General prosecuted a sitting senator. Nothing against him, but the law is to follow that. There will be held to recover the people's money from them. You know, we have a way. And
if the Bay House is with this corrupt money, what will you do?
Looking at other, you know, our law follows American law. So as a aspirant, I'm scrupulously following the case against Trump, right? And we use it as a reference. So we look at the case.
Nobody is above the law.
We look at the case against Trump. If we can have in America, we'll do it as well too. So, you know, let me say that I heard from a high official of CDC, and I will end with this. He said, my boy, we are we can do it. It's like she's a beautiful lady. I'm not buying a gift for you. I'm not bought clothes. I'm not doing anything. I don't see you. I don't care rent. But when you marry me, I will take care of you. Which woman will accept that? Because that when you dating a woman at the time to impress her, the first time, the time to impress, last time, at the time you will do it, that one is not true. It's an act of desperation, and it defies logic. It defies common sense. This party is going, this broom is going to sweep them out of power. You know, yesterday.
Which one?
A sanction official. I won't call it.
Which one's that? We have the three sanction officials. All we have.
Is that Cllr Gongloe wants to?
Was it Prince Johnson? Was it Prince Johnson? Was it Barney Sherman?
Next time we'll talk about a sanction official of government.
Was it McGill
or the executive? So I've gone that far. Executive. Bekuba is not sanctioned.
Bekuba is sanctioned. The guy reported sanctioned.
Oh, I thought that the Bekuba who empowered.
No, the guy inherited as this is Bekuba is Bekuba Junior. The guy from River State.
There are three from the executive.
So which of them?
Yeah. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about the anti-corruption.
Gongloe, I hope you. I'm happy that you went to Grand Crew. You saw the hospitality. You felt it. The frankness of our people.
And you know the NIMAPO have moved. The number is almost exceeding the number of group in Grand Crew, and they have.
How is that possible?
You know NIMAPO.
How is that possible?
You know the NIMAPO don't eat alone. That one got so influential in place.
Thank you very much. Can we go straight to?
They might soon be senator and representative here.
Can we take last break and go straight to Princess to give us comments from our social media users? We have not gone. We have not done yet.
Oh, for true.
Yeah, the guys on the social media. Let's take our break.
Don't you waste your time any longer going to the bank for local payments, checking balances, paying bills, as well as more. Because all of these services are right on the mobile app, available in the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store. Non-internet users can also dial *326# and enjoy all of these services right on their mobile phone. A message from EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Another new thing again. EcoBank have been bringing you enjoyment again. This is a mission that we already accomplished.
All right. Also have the efficient and of the Garage has a professional electrician who is up to the task of at rehab for original spark plugs from Japan. Oil filters anywhere for fee. Contact up from business is here to put a smile on your.
All right, so now to the comments. We'll begin with Ibrahim Political Modric Setu, who writes, welcome to Sky FM, Councillor Tiawan Saye Gongloe. I'm watching you live from quarters of the National First Time Voters Association of Liberia on the Mostok Avenue in the community. That's Numopo Tsakoda writes, unfortunately, after 6 years, VP Joel Taylor is running in the Southeast, telling the people that the government is looking for 5 million to fix the southeastern roads. Said it is disappointing. What now? He said because the elections next. Sama Moba Young Polo writes, good morning, T-Max. We know your studio guest has good plan for Liberia. We want him at this time to join Honorable Boyka to set the page so he can take over in the future. Yankwe Joma writes, a man with integrity. Kawe Senior Celtu writes, a great man of integrity. We need him at the helm of our governance process. And he continues, Councillor Gongloe understands the plight of the country. His record of service in both the private and public sectors over the past 46 years speaks to honesty and integrity, which is rare in Liberia. We need him at the helm of governance in Liberia. We agree with him that a better Liberia is possible. Abraham Bryant writes, good morning, Sky family. We shouldn't get the cat out of the bag. Ruth Robert Spengler writes, what do you say about the investigation of Late Musu? Praying that justice will not be served in her death with whistle. And she gives, what can you... Okay, let's take this final one. Martha Colley writes, Councillor Gongloe Councillor Gongloe could be the best president to enforce the rule of law, but voters may not vote him. Any candidate is better than corrupt, incompetent weir. That's all for now, T-Max.
Thank you very much. On that note, we come to the end of this edition of 50-50 Monday morning. Tiawan will come back. We talk about the rule of law. We talk about corruption, and specifically to address the code of conduct that qualifies Liberian government officials as to when to apply to become an aspirant, whether it's 1 year or 2 years. Some school of thought said the code of conduct has been revised instead of 2 years, is 1 year. And I find nobody better to explain this besides other than Tiawan Gongloe. So Tiawan will come back on Monday as we discuss the rule of law. We talk about corruption and elections. My name is T-Max, and I'll see you Monday morning. Bye-bye for now.
I can leave you now.